It is the qualities of Avadhuta yogi.
What is the nature of
Qualities.
Avaduta?
Nature, nature and
Nature
qualities
of
of
the
Avadhuta.
Avadhuta. Who is Avadhuta here?
Siddha
That
yogi.
liberated person
Yeah.
and the wisdom person.
Siddha yogi.
The yoga.
The enlightened yogi who has united his pinda with the Supreme Self.
Very good. Welcome to the today's class. Today we are in class 12. Yes, my screen is visible. Please confirm.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
It's opening.
Ma'am, screen
Yes,
is visible.
ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. So in this chapter, we are going to discuss about the Upadesha 6. What is our Upadesha 6? That is the last chapter of this text. So what is that? That is called as the Nitya Pinda Avadhuta. Nitya Pinda means who is the peer. And that is the Pinda means that is the person or that is known as the Avadhuta. Okay. So what is the nature of the Avadhuta that is described here? Who is becomes peer and whose Pinda, whose body becomes united with that Parampada. So that person is called as here, who is the practitioner who already gets liberated and become merged with that. Means after following the Guru's instruction, that sadhak becomes combined with that Parampada. So in that state that they are given a name to this, Guru Gorakshanath given a name to that practitioner, that name is Avadhuta. Okay. So in this chapter, we will see what is the nature. Nature means what are the qualities and how it looks like. What are the, we already seen in the fifth chapter also what they are wearing, attires. But here is also some same little bit same discussions are going on. So that you can able to know that is who is the what is the nature of the Avadhuta. So here we will see what are the qualities of an Avadhuta yogi and the significance of the four ashramas or the Tridandi and Ekadandi, who are the Tridandi and Ekadandi sannyasis are there. That is also descriptions are given here. Then 5 types of makaras or pancha makaras is also discussed again here. And different philosophy. What different philosophies are said, like other philosophy, or according to the yogic philosophy, what is the definition of the Avadhuta? What they are telling to the Avadhuta. In the same way, what are the other philosophies? Are Sankhya is what is according to the Sankhya, what is the definition or what they are telling about this? So that is also discussed here in this 6th chapter. And lastly, he said that who are eligible to get this knowledge. It is everywhere, in every text you can get in the last that who are eligible. So here first discussing about the qualities of the Avadhuta yogi, Guru Gorakshanath is describing that who has translated of the modification of the Prakriti. Okay, who has translated. What do you mean by translated?
Moved over.
Yes, anyone?
Like moved over.
Please tell me.
Who has transcended means crossed.
Mhm.
Modifications of the Prakriti.
Past
Cross.
Yeah, crossed or moved beyond.
Beyond.
Yeah, beyond.
Beyond. Yes, beyond. Means modification of the Prakriti. Means what are the Prakritis? That is the Sattva, Rajas and the your tamas. Who is beyond that Prakriti? Means that 3 qualities. So that person is that is the quality of the Avadhuta yogi. Then next is the qualification is written here. Withdrawing the mind which is indulged in the worldly objects and merging it in the real abode. Real abode means the real self or the supreme self. The person who is withdrawing his mind means that means what? That is the controlling of his mind. Okay. And whenever you control, that means your mind is not engaged in the worldly objects. So automatically when your mind gets control, automatically you becomes withdraw from the worldly objects and you will become merged with that supreme one. So So that is said this is also the quality of the Avadhuta yogi, means who is controlling his mind and become withdraw all the senses from this worldly objects and become merged with that supreme and penetrates the 6 chakras. So here it is said that 6 chakras who penetrates, means whoever penetrate all the 6 chakras from Muladhara to here. It is not discussed about the what are the chakras, only given the number. So maybe they are not considering the Sahasrara chakra because the last one you need to reach to that. So here they said that whoever just go through the upward direction. When the person is starting practicing the yoga, the yogic practices, automatically that the air or the prana shakti will be flow in the upward direction. Whenever this upward direction will be established, automatically all the chakras will be open up one by one. So that is called as penetrates the 6 chakras. And who experience self-realization through the manifest and unmanifest forms of the essence of Omkara, which is Chitta. Okay, that means who is already always try to self-realized. That self-realized means that person is need to do the sadhana. On which sense he need to do the sadhana? On the Omkar. Okay, on the Omkar later one need to do the sadhana so that that person become experience the self-realization. That may be in the manifest form, maybe on unmanifest form. And it is happening in which area? That is in the chitta. Okay, and in the that person's quality, another one he is describing here, free from all type of kleshas. Okay, whatever the kleshas are there, what are the kleshas are there? Yes, anyone can tell me? What
अविद्या
are
अथवा
Avidya.
रागद्वेष
kleshas?
अभिनिवेशाः ते पञ्चक्लेशाः.
Yes, according to the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, these are the 5 kleshas: avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, and abhinivesha. So these are the 5 kleshas. What means avidya means ignorance, and the asmita means egoism. What is the egoism is there? That one needs to remove it. That when becomes that person becomes free from this egoistic form, and that person becomes free from the avidya. That person becomes free from the attachment. That is the raga. And when that person is become free from the dveshaness, means hatredness, and also becomes free from the fear of death, that is the abhinivesha. So these are the kleshas according to the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So here it is not defined what are the kleshas because only they given that that person's quality or that person becomes converted as Abhuta yogi, that having that much quality and he becomes free from all type of kleshas. The next quality is said here, overcoming from all type of desire, means that is the absence of any type of desire. Okay, overcoming from all desire means what? That there is no desire of that person, because whenever he becomes concentrated on that self, automatically all his mind and senses becomes controlled. So there is no desire, so becomes in the mind. Okay, and observed in the true nature of the self, and always that person is doing the sadhana in the in an observed way, so that it becomes mixed with that true nature and becomes observed on that self. Okay, and that becomes free from all type of distractions. Means no one, because whenever you reach at that state, automatically no one will be disturb you. That is also said in the previous chapter also, that no one will be disturb you. You become free from all type of materialistic world. So that is said here, free from all type of distraction. And what that person is wearing lion cloth, lion cloth, and begging a bowl and cheer on the face. Always that person having cheerful face. Okay, whatever that person having, that he becomes happy in that, because he already and he get that higher state of bliss where Chitananda is there. That means he becomes happy in every moment or in every time, whatever he have or not. Okay. So these are the qualities. Then again, he is describing the same qualities are continuing. The person who holds Sankha. Okay, Sankha means we know Conch. Conch is known as Sankha. But here, Sankha means what? The Sa means the bliss and Kham means the Parabrahma. Okay, so Sankha means what? Sankha is written in the sloka. Who having holding the Sankha. Sankha means here who becomes bliss in the supreme state. Whenever he becomes united with that Parampada, becomes united with that supreme self, and that person will be get in the Advaita state, so automatically that is he get the Sachitananda. So that Sachitananda is what is that? That is the Parabrahma, that is the blissful state. So that is said here that when that person becomes established in the union of the Sam and Kha means the bliss and the Parabrahma. That is called as the Parabrahma blissful state. And that is holding by that yogi or the practitioner. And the person is where wooden sandal represents means what they are whenever he is achieving anything, what they are representing, that is also discussed here. Whenever that sadhak is wearing the wooden sandal, what it represents? It represents that is the supreme knowledge. Means that person having the supreme knowledge and he becomes supreme. So whenever he sit in the deer skin, or also somehow you also saying that many races are wearing also deer skin. So what is this that deer skin represent? That represent that is the great bow of that person. Okay. So great bow means what? What you understand? What do you mean by bow? Yes. That means he becomes. Yes, yes. Repeat again. Yes, tell me. Who is telling? I am not able to see you. Just unmute yourself and tell me. What do you mean by bow? What we will understand by this deer skin?
Means kind of pledge kind of thing. Sankalpa.
Represent the great bow. What do you mean by that?
Sankalpa.
Bow means we know that is the
Sankalpa.
Pledge.
a different type of
Promise kind of thing.
formal. We can yes, pledge. Yes, we can say that. Pledge or promise we can say. But yeah, whenever he is wearing that deer skin, yes.
Ma'am, it is Sankalpa. It also can be represented by Sankalpa.
Yes, promise. The bow means it is, we can consider as the promise, or it is a place, one type of place he just following in his life, so that he just try to wear that deer skin. Okay. The next one is he just wearing the sari. Yes. Great bow means we can say that the sankalpa is also in the same way we can understand. Means he just whenever he got that higher state, automatically something, according to the Guru Gorakhnath, he is trying to say, after getting that higher state, he just try to wear these things. Why? What does it mean? Whenever he is wearing the wooden sandal, that represents that he get that supreme knowledge. Okay. Whenever he is wearing the deer skin, that means he becomes in a promised state to that higher state. he given the promise that he becomes a great or in a great ultimate, we can say that in a promise form to that divine. In the same way, whenever he is wearing the styli, what do you mean by styli? It is the sacred thread which is wear in the head or in the left shoulder. If you see some rishis are wearing in the left shoulder, why?
Janu.
I think that then
Ma'am, the Brahmins.
sacred thread is there. Okay, that one is right. And it is also known as a kamarpati. Kamarpati means what they are wearing in the waist area. Okay, if you see some after wearing the clothes, they are wearing a patti or a girdle type of things in their waist area. So that is called as the mekhla or kamarpatti. Represents indifference. Okay, indifference means there is no difference between the individual soul and the your supreme soul. Indifference it is showing. Then katasana. Katasana means the mat. Represents the real nature of oneself. Okay, katasana here mat is described in the different way, and they are using katasana. Katasana here it is by the using of pusa or by using of um, any plant area, whenever they are using, that is called as the katasana. In that sense, it is written here, and it represents the real nature of one's self. Okay, and free from the six vices. What are the six vices is there? That is the kama, krodha, lobha,
Moha,
mada,
Matsarya.
moha, mada, and mascharya. It is just written in the not in sequence form. So you have to note out properly kama, krodha,
Lobha,
moha, mada, and mascharya. Okay. So kama, krodha, lobha. So kama means what? That is already said that there is no desire. So same thing, kama, there is no desire in the inside the that practitioner. There is no krodha, no angerness is also absent in that person. And lobha, no greediness, no whenever no desire is there, so automatically no greediness is also absent. And mother means I-ness. What is the I-ness? It is the ego that is also absent in that person. And moha means there is no attachment with that anything that may be in the with the family, that may be with the any materialistic world. There is no attachment.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking in
And the
between.
mascharya means partiality. So these all are absent, and
Ma'am, voice
that
is
person
breaking.
becomes free from this all six vices. Okay. Then whose pair of earring means whenever he just wears a earring, what that pair of earring is represents? Now it is
screen is visible, but voice is not there.
Yes,
Breaking.
screen is visible.
Now it is
Voice
clear.
Yeah, now it is clear, ma'am.
now clear, ma'am. Now clear.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Now it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Now
now
you
my
are
voice is
audible.
clear.
Yes, ma'am.
My voice is audible.
Yes, ma'am. It's audible.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. It is audible.
Yes.
Maybe ma'am is not able to hear us.
Okay, I will join again. Just now my voice is audible.
Yes, ma'am. Now your voice is audible.
In one video,
Yes,
you are.
my voice is.
Yeah. Now it is audible. Yeah.
Now it is.
Clear, ma'am.
No, actually, line is current is not there, na, so that maybe because of that it appears the problem.
Data. Yeah.
Yes. My screen is visible. Let's confirm
Ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
whether my screen is visible or not.
Yes,
Okay.
visible.
So we are discussing that the pair of earrings, whenever, yes, thank you, whenever the sadhak or the practitioner wear the earrings, what it is will be represent? It will be represent that luminosity and self-illuminating that is representing, and that person is automatically self-illuminating. Illuminating means what? Well, that is that page, that fireness or that lightness is always comes out from that person. So that will be represent that supreme bliss state, or that is the parampada or Paramananda state. So it is indicating by wearing that earring. Okay. Next is whose rosary? Rosary means Vistanthi or Mala. Vistanthi is also, it is mentioned in the sloka, and the rosary is the meaning of the Vistanthi. And what do you mean by Vistanthi? The mala, what he is wearing in his neck area, that represents in his hand area also they are wearing some Rudraksh mala. Na? So that bridge is represent the senses. Means that person or that sadhak become control over his senses. So these are the qualities and these are the things are discussed about the Avadhuta Yogi. In the same way, whenever he is just holding the danda, the stick or the cane, it represents the courage. Okay. And the begging vows, what they are using, that is represent the parakasa. Parakasa means the lightness or the brightness of that person. And the yoga patta. Yoga patta means the cloth during meditation. Some saints or some sadhakas are using some specific cloth material during the meditation time. So that is called as the yoga patta here, and it represents the Nija Sakti. Who is the Nija Sakti? Who is Nija Sakti? Who is the behind everything? Whatever this formation will be established, or this world is established because of the Nija Sakti. Because Nija Sakti is fast energy which is coming out the Anama. So whenever that person is wearing yoga patta, so that is representing that Nija Sakti. And one who feeds to the poor and needy in the Vaisa. Okay, that means that person should be feed or should be to the poor one or the needy one in the form of Advaita, means that is the Advaita Bhava, that is no absence of the discrimination. Okay, so that is called here. Then remain observed in the one's own self. Okay, that is the supreme or the pure nature of the self when that person becomes observed, and who enters one's own internal, own continually flowing eye, and who is immortal. And Vajra here it says the Vajra, that is a strong weapon. The Vajra is the weapon of which god? Vajradanda? Yes? Anyone? Can anyone tell me?
Lord Vishnu.
What is Vajradanda is the weapon of which god?
Indra.
Lord Vishnu. Indra. Okay, that is very strong.
Indra.
Yes, good. Indra. Yes, Indra. So like that person becomes converted as the Vajri, or which is the strong weapon. The next same will be continue. That person becomes hard like the diamond, self in himself, and perceives the universe as a non-distinct. Okay, and behave like the king.
Ma'am, screen is
And
not visible. Sorry.
yes, so Kanyaji.
Sorry. Screen is not visible, ma'am. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. My screen is not visible.
No, ma'am. That actually one more window went off. MDSA window closed. Now it is.
I don't know what happened today. Now it is visible.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So in this in whole chapter is in this text is talking about the like these qualities of the Avadhuta yogi, what they are wearing, the sadhak, what is the behavior, what type of mind that person has. So that is discussing here, and how the that person's body becomes converted to which one. So first in the previous slide we seen that person becomes converted as a bajri or a strong weapon, like that person will be converted. Here is also the same thing is talking about hard like the diamond. Self in himself means that person becomes united with that within the self and perceive the universe as a non-distinct way. Means whatever he is, he becomes visible or becomes seen the universe inside that body and behave like the king, and like also many times he behave like a king, and many times he just behave like the poor. Okay. Uh, and looks naked sometimes. Sometimes he becomes to looks naked also. So he becomes in his world. He have no distraction with the materialistic or in the outside. Whenever he got that higher state, he becomes in that state always. And what that will become in his mind, where he becomes one day he will be king, one day will be poor, one day maybe he just moving around within the naked one, and who believe in different also. He that person is also believe in the different philosophy. Okay. The Avadhuta yogi is also known as, they are given after description about these things, he given the another name of the Avadhuta yogi. That person is also known as realized Jnani. So who realized, who experienced that Parampada, so that here they given the name is Jnani or realized, and a Siddha because he becomes follower of the Siddha Purusa, and so that he become converted as the Siddha Guru, Siddha. And that person is also the follower of auspicious vows, that is the Subrata. They given another name here, Subrata. And also Iswara, Swami. Someone is calling as Swami. Many are calling as the accomplished, and many are telling as the esteemed one. Okay, who is full of all the things are the person, who the sadhak or the practitioner becomes converted as a full person or full human being. What do you mean by full here? Full means all the qualities of the who getting that supreme one and become merged with that Brahman. He become converted as that Brahman. Okay. So no one will be identify, or no one will be say that there is that person having this not qualities. That means in that way he becomes converted. How we will go to the temple? We are just looking to the God. Okay, whatever the form is there, we are just looking to that God or that piece of form. We are not telling that this form not having the hand, not having this type of hair. We are not complaining like that. We are only seeing that form or seeing that object. We are in a different mode. So in the same way, whenever Avadhuta yogi will be get that supreme state, automatically he becomes also, others are telling mad, but he becomes in his world always. So that person, this type of qualities, whenever we think that he becomes converted as Avadhuta, so automatically he becomes as a Sadguru. So these are the qualities of Avadhuta also, and also he are given the instruction that that person is also called as the Sadguru also, and he becomes try to give this same knowledge to his disciples. Okay. And other Parampada names, here we seen that Avadhuta yogi is another other names. So next Parampada is also Parampada. What is Parampada? Who is Parampada here in this text? Yes. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by Parampada here? My voice is audible?
Ah,
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? Who is Parampada here?
Siddha Yogi.
Immutable, supreme, a self-effulgent.
Siddha Yogi is called Parampada. We already seen in the past chapter also. We are discussing again and again. Who is Parampada?
Siddha
Yes.
yogis.
Siddha Yogi become combined with the Parampada.
Parampada.
No, Siddha
Okay.
Yogi become combined or become united with the Parampada. Who is Parampada here? Yes. Whenever one practitioner gets united with that Parampada, then who is Parampada here?
Shiva.
What I am telling you, all of you getting my
Lord
point?
Shiva.
Lord
Okay.
Shiva.
Then why you are taking that very much time? Huh? Well, Parampada means here it is talking about Lord Shiva. And Parampada means also here is the Brahman or is the Supreme Self. Okay, so that is called as the Parampada here. So there here Parampada's other names also described here.
Ma'am,
Atman.
that means the Siddha
Yes.
Yogi when he unites with the Shiva, then he becomes an Avaduta.
Then that person becomes converted as the Avaduta.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
or that person becomes also known as a Sadguru. Okay, but here we are talking about the Parampada. Parampada means the Supreme Self or the Lord Shiva. Okay, so Parampada's other names also describing in this text. That is, the first one is Atman, Paramatman, Jivatman, Supreme Principle, Shiva, Rudra, Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra. Okay, Rudra is repeated 2 times. The immutable Supreme, the self effulgent, and Indra, Prana, Kalangi, the moon, the sun, Paramasiva. If these are the other names are of Parampada, they are describing in this text. Okay, Guru Gorakshnath is telling how that person, that the sadhak is also combining with that Supreme Self, that is called as the Avaduta or become converted as the Sadguru. In the same way, Parapada is also having different names, which is again merged, means that he becomes formed as Shiva, then that is also Parapada. If someone is doing practice on Lord Vishnu, so that is also Parampad. Who is considering, suppose I am considering about the Rudra, then that is also Parampad. So that all the things, all the names are called as the Parampada here. View of the other schools. Other schools means philosophy. What Sankhya Darshan is telling, Avadutta name means Sankhya Darshan says Avadutta known the through yoga. Means if one will be want to get this Avadutta state, then you have to follow the yoga path. And Mimamsa Darshan is also telling Avadutta is the follower of all karma or ritual. Means that rituals, when rituals will become That means that person will need to do some practices. So that is called as the rituals. That karmas. The karmas here means what type of karmas? What the karmas which will be give that person to that supreme bliss or supreme state. So that type of karmas one need to do according to the Mimamsa Darshan. And next he given, after telling this about the philosophy, Sankhya Darshan and Mimamsa Darshan, he again given the definition of mudra. They are very, very important. Maybe in exam point of view, maybe come what is the mudra meaning according to the Siddha Siddhanta Paddhati. Now it is breaking.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, breaking. Your voice is little breaking.
Now it is clear. Little bit is left. Getting mentioned. We'll continue in the next class because many times it is breaking out. Okay.
Today, like now, it's breaking at the end. Lot of disturbance, network problem. I think. Not disturbance, network disconnection.
Now my voice is audible.
It's, it is, but with echo, and it's not that clear.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry for this disturbance. I don't know because of the, I think some network issues are there. And system. I want to do the stop recording. That is also not. Now my voice is audible. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Audible.
Yes.
Ma'am, it is
Okay.
sometime
One
audible
thing
and
you do, all of you try to complete your note.
Okay.
Okay. All of you try to complete your note. Okay. Saturday I will check. Sorry, Friday I will check everyone's note.
Okay.
What happened? In system, I am trying to stop the recording many times, but it is not